Alright, hello everybody, welcome to Zach Cooks a Thing. Today we're going to be cooking a thing. More specifically, we're going to be cooking honey teriyaki chicken that I made whenever I was in a drunken stupor one night and decided, hey, let's try my hand at it. A lot of the stuff here is going to make no sense at first, but for some reason tastes delicious at the end of it. Some of the things we've got here, we've got pan, of course, to cook the chicken on. Soy sauce, low sodium, because, you know, salt's bad for you and all that jazz. Salt-free Mrs. Dash, onion and herb, and garlic and herb. These right here are my bread and butter. And then we have, of course, garlic powder. Who doesn't love garlic powder? And, of course, honey and beer. The beer's for me, not for the chicken, and that's fine. Cheers. And, of course, we have our chicken and avocado and oranges. The oranges are not going to be for zest, although you can use it for zest if you like more of an orangey flavor to it. I use the juice because it'll help with the soy sauce and adding a more sweet and salty taste at the end of it. The avocados for the final product, also a good little side thing because it's good for you. It's protein and all that jazz. Most people like avocados, so that's optional. I'm going to eat avocado because it's delicious. And with my friend here, we got Pool. Pool and his wife, the one holding the camera, do not know how to cook. So I thought to myself, I can teach them how to cook. I love cooking. They don't know how to cook because they live off frozen food. And that's not good. So, like I said, we're gonna be trying to teach them how to cook, meaning a lot of the things, if you already know how to cook, it's gonna be like, okay, we get it, we understand, but again, it's mostly for them. So, it's gonna sound like I'm talking to a child, but I'm not. It's just gonna be talking to
It's a big child.
Big child, real tall child. He's much taller than me, but he's still a child. He's like a birch tree. So, yeah, so let's get to the cooking. All right, so first things first, we're gonna cut the chicken. I know a lot of people like to keep the fat on the chicken, however, I do not like to keep the fat on the chicken. I like to actually cut it off, and by doing so, it allows it to be a little bit healthier, and it also cooks a little bit better in my opinion. So we're gonna cut the chicken, and we're gonna throw it in their sink. You can throw it in your own sink, you don't have to come to their house and throw it in theirs, that's a little unnecessary. So like I said, any little bit of white, just go ahead and cut it off. You lose a little bit of chicken with it, that's fine, and all that jazz. It will be. Hello, welcome back. So this time we're going to be doing the actual cooking portion. I like to lay mine out, you know, nice and flat. I've already added the pan to it. You can use butter, you can use olive oil, whatever you use. It's all up to you. We're going to turn this up to about 6. 6 is where I like to go. That's about the highest I'll go because I prefer to slow cook my chicken so it's a little bit softer at the end of the day. And all that. You can go as high as you want, but I highly don't recommend going above 7. At that point, you're really just going to be fast cooking and the inside's not going to be cooked as well. So it's going to be a little bit more tough to bite and all that. So we're gonna leave it like this for a little while. We're gonna let it heat up and all that jazz and all of that stuff. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional chef. So if there are things that you're like, oh, but you could have done that better, fuck you, I'll do what I want. And I will cook how I want because it still tastes good. And at the end of the day, it's all that matters, you know, if at the end of the day it still tastes good, then who cares if you're Chef Ramsay or Guy Fieri and all that jazz. And yes, it is pronounced Fieri. It's not Fieri if you didn't know that. Don't say it wrong. You would say it wrong, wouldn't you?
No, I knew it was Fieri.
Did you?
Yeah, Italian.
So anyways, okay, you know, because you've never cooked before, remember, don't put your finger on there, it's hot.
I actually do know that one.
Okay, I want to make sure.
I learned that one at a young age.
Now, Pool, you say you actually like to grill a lot more, right?
Yeah.
You grill. Now, the difference between grilling and this is with grilling, you just set it on there and then you forget about it, right? You close the lid, you go and check it, flip it early. No. On here, you want to move it as much as you can.
That's probably
just wiggle it. That's exactly what
because I forget about it.
Yeah, you can't do that. You just gotta keep moving. You just keep stirring it around, flip it every once in a while. You're gonna make it nice and look at it. It's already starting to turn white. Sarah here is terrified of chicken. Apparently, is this correct, Sarah?
Yeah.
You had a bad experience when you were a kid with salmonella videos in health class. I had the same problem with STD videos. I was scared of vagina for years. Still am. And that happens. You know, that's life.
How do I feel about that?
She tries her best to move on with it. When it comes to cooking, like I said, it's starting to heat up. Now I like it. So like I said, the biggest thing you want to do is constantly keep it moving and turning and shifting and all that. Once we stop seeing pink on the outside though, is when we're going to start adding our seasoning. You know, once we see it, it will still be pink on the inside, which is why I'll add the seasoning then instead of like now because I don't want the seasoning to burn. Burnt seasoning will completely ruin a dish in a heartbeat. There's no such thing as undercooking seasoning, but there is such thing as burning seasoning, and that's not fun. So let it sit for a little while and get a nice little close-up of this chicken. This is delicious chicken, by the way. It's fantastic. Really helpful for life, okay? Light is on. Now the light's off.
No, I'm saying off.
It looks fine. I like it.
Gotta
Go
get
cook, all that. Yeah, get that close up of that chicken. Oh my god. All right, now here we go. Here comes my favorite part. Go ahead and just pour some beer in. No, I'm not gonna pour beer. I'm gonna pour beer in here. That's so good. Let's get a close look at that time. Drinking at 1:30 in the afternoon. Fantastic. That's how we do it over here at the Bourbone Hotel. We're good. Safe. Oh, look at all that steam just rising off of it. Oh, bam. Like I said, once everything's kind of the pink is gone from it, that's when we'll start adding the seasoning. So right now we're already a little bit white. Just sometimes what I hate really you need a wooden one. You need a wooden spatula. Wooden. I like plastic. Plastic's good on the pan. It doesn't ruin the pan per se. But wooden spatula's so good. Don't get metal because then you'll scratch up your frying pan and you'll reduce its life. Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way because my wife got really mad at me for using a metal one. She's like, don't use that, it ruins the pan. And then her mom, my mother-in-law, said, don't use that, it ruins the pan. I said, fine. We never use it. I got a nice, really nice wooden one. I think I got on Amazon for like $5. It wasn't that expensive. But yeah. So while that's cooking, let's go with you. So the good thing about all these seasonings, like I was telling them while we were buying all of it, is these, and this are pretty much my bread and butter for just about all of my seasonings and cooking. And the reason is because there's so many different things you can cook with. Spaghetti, tacos, use it for lasagna. I use it on everything from ground beef, pork, chicken, anything from Italian to Asian to Mexican. It's all good. Onion and herb, garlic and herb, it's fantastic. I'm a garlic fiend. Get that nice good old close up there. Not bad. All right, let's see how our chicken's doing. Oh, it's starting to brown up nicely on some spots, not all of them. That's fine. Cool.
So now would it be time to start adding the seasoning?
Almost. I still see a little bit of pink in there, but you see how there's some of them are getting a little bit of a brown tint to them? That's fine. So now we're gonna crank this back down to about 6. And we're gonna give it about a minute more. Let that settle, and now's the seasoning part. This is my favorite part. This is when everything's gonna start smelling really nice. So I use a healthy amount of garlic and herb, and the reason is because you could really, I don't think I've ever actually said, oh shit, I used too much. I don't think I've ever actually used too much. Add one seasoning, start moving around. Move it around, slide around. Oh, I can already smell it, so good. So good, right?
I can't smell it, my nose is terrible.
Yeah, well, it's because you're tall and you're all the way up there in the air.
You right?
All right, move it around, let us.
Oh, now I can smell it.
There it is. Now, this is the one that's gonna add an even better smell. Now you wanna add the second one after stirring that one in a little bit.
Okay.
Move it around, move it around, move it around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we're gonna move it around, move it around. Oh man, if you guys, we need to have YouTube that has smell-o-vision so you guys can smell this because it's fantastic.
It smells really good.
I know. It's
gonna take a minute and then I'll get to my nose.
oh yeah.
Yep, there it is. All right.
It's fantastic. Oh yeah. Now remember the key, keep stirring. Let it set for a little bit, wiggle it around, make sure it's all flat on there. Make sure you don't have any pieces up on the sidewall, they're not gonna cook as well, so you always wanna kind of flatten it down. That's why I always tell people, grab this, wiggle it around. There's no such thing as wrong. Let it sit. Oh, I'm so glad y'all have this. Let's make this happen. How do you use this one? Oh, like that. Ground up some black pepper on it. Smells so good. And of course, stir it around. Now that we've started to get to the point where it's looking nice and finished, it's probably not. And we're gonna find that out by cutting this little piece right here in half. Check the inside. Notice how it's still slightly pink. You don't want pink. This is not ground beef. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that one right there is still a little bit pink on it. And that's fine. We want to get to about that point because we don't want to start browning it too early. Lower it down to about a 4 on the stove. And here comes the fun part. Excuse me. Oh yeah. So now we're going to add the good stuff. Add a little bit of soy sauce. I don't know if this one has a top on it or not. right. So this right here is Kikkoman low sodium soy sauce. Good stuff. So we're just gonna put a nice healthy amount on there. Oh yeah, now the sizzling kind of stopped. Let that cook.
It's fucking good.
Oh, you haven't even seen the best part yet. Now we're gonna get that real salty smell in the air. Oh, chicken's on the stove. Ah, shit, it's fucking hot.
Well, it just came out.
It just flew out. It's such a small pan for such a lot of chicken. All right. So now as you guys can hear, the sizzling has stopped. It will start boiling once again. Let it cook in that for a little bit. Let's raise that heat back up to 6. Let it settle, let it settle. Oh yeah. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so now we're gonna take our orange. We're going to cut that in half. And, oh, got a nice little orange. And we're just gonna squeeze the shit out of it. And there you go, orange. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, now that we've cleaned up our orange explosion, we're gonna go ahead and start moving that around. Oh.
Oh wow, that smells good.
Yeah, now you see that orange kind of mixed with the soy sauce smell. Because remember when the soy sauce was cooking, it had like a real salty smell to it. That I kind of didn't want too much of, so that's why you add oranges to it. The oranges, like I said, keep adding this sweet sort of smell to it that I love. Now here we go for the last one with garlic powder, because we once again want to go back to that salty flavor just enough. Toss a little bit of garlic on there, and that's good. Whoopsies. And we're just gonna stir it up a little bit. Oh, so good. All right. This right here by itself, I'm pretty sure would be delicious. But we haven't even added the main ingredient yet, which is honey. Honey is what's gonna give it its thick kind of. All right, so let's actually, before I even continue talking, let's cut this chicken in half. Notice how easy it was to cut now. Yeah. Notice that pink's kind of gone. It's nice and delicious. It is fantastic.
You have to wipe off that lens.
We'll lower the heat a little bit so you guys can actually get a better look to it. If you guys remember, I was sitting there fighting the chicken to cut it. Now I'm just gonna push it pretty much right through, and we've already got it cut nice and white on the inside. All right, so now we're gonna do a little bit more seasoning. Once again, like I've always said, I've said it 1,000 times in this video, and I'll say it 1,000 times more, there's no such thing as too much seasoning. So we're gonna crank the heat up, boil off all that orange juice and some of that soy, and we're just gonna add both of these all over again. Pop both of them open, and we're gonna get seasoning all over it. And we're good. And we're gonna back up. So, and that smells back in our nose. God, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Give me my beer, poor favor. Ah, thank you, Paul. All right.
You want me to?
Oh, no, I got it.
Okay. I mean, I would have.
No, you're good. You're good. Also, I completely forgot to mention, and I just now realized it because I had to think to myself to check on it. Sarah, come this way. We've also got rice over here that I actually just heard click not too long ago. We've got jasmine rice here, you know, Food Lion, all that jazz. I actually prefer the jasmine rice that's in the yellow bag. I can't remember the brand name, I apologize. I'll eventually just take a picture of it and throw it up there eventually. If you guys don't know how to cook rice, it's so easy. Get a rice cooker, you get a pot, it doesn't matter. For every 1 cup of rice you use a cup and a half of water. There, I use 2 cups, so 2 times 1.5 is 3, so 3 cups of water, and it's perfect. Come over here real quick. Got a nice look. Oh, look at that, that is delicious. Fantastic, cool. Good, so now back to our chicken. We'll move it around some more. As you can see, the tangerine and soy sauce is starting to cook off. It's starting to get brown a little bit now. Oh my God, it's so good. All right, now for the fun part.
How many fun parts are there?
All the fun parts. This whole thing is fun. Cooking is fun, but time consuming. Remember, you're saving money by wasting time. So we're just going to drown this in honey. Just absolutely drown this in honey. Wait, give it some time to cook and boil over. We're gonna start stirring that honey in. And this is where it's gonna start getting thicker because of the honey. Ah, that's actually really good honey. This is gonna give it a different taste than the honey I use. I use organic because I like to waste my money.
Look. She's like, oh my God, this smells good.
It does smell good.
I told you, it's going to be an outstanding finished product. I am going to be very excited. Oh yeah, it's going to taste amazing too. All right. So let's cut that up. So now what I'm doing is essentially cutting up all the big pieces, making them a little bit smaller, because now it's actually easier to cut it and all that. So as you can see, it is just cutting like it's nothing now. It's just severing through with a plastic spatula. If your chicken does not cut that well yet, it might not be completely done. The key to cooking this is time and patience. I mean, that's really cooking with anything. You just want to wait. If you're trying to rush it, it's just not going to be as good. And all that. So this is almost done. Let's add a pinch more honey. Whoop. All across. Oh yeah. Hopefully it doesn't explode out like that orange did.
That was
amazing.
Terrifying.
You say terrifying, I say fun.
It hit me in the face.
All right.
I'm up
so
here.
who wants to try it first?
I'll let Sarah try it.
I'm recording.
Yeah, I'm.
Don't.
Pool, you're trying it first.
Okay.
All right. Where's your forks?
Yes.
Good answer.
Petra.
There you go. She knows. Someone's got to know in this house.
Certainly me.
All right. So you're gonna get to try the first bite.
Okay.
We're gonna give you a nice little bite right there. Make sure you blow on it. As you can see, it's extremely hot. Give it a little.
You wanna help me?
We almost kissed. I'm excited. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's pretty good? Yeah, buddy. Ah. All right.
That is good.
I told you, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Now you can add, if you would like, if you are more of a spicier fan. Now spicy, everyone thinks, teriyaki is supposed to be sweet, not spicy. However, if you guys ever had spicy teriyaki, it's fantastic. My biggest recommendation is cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper adds a softer kind of spice to it. You can use actual peppers if you want. By all means, you can add vegetables to it if you like. I'm cool with that. Some of the best vegetables to go with this, in all honesty, is exactly what you would think. Water chestnuts, broccoli, peas, little green beans, and all that jazz. Fantastic. Would you like another bite, Pool?
I
You really want another bite? Go ahead, grab a piece. Okay, it's all right.
Holy shit.
You gonna get a big one?
Yeah.
I'm alright with that.
I like them big, man.
Yeah, that's fine. Me too. Fantastic.
Sarah, you want a bite? That's fucking hot. It just dripped on my hand.
Well, yes. Yes, it is. Cool.
No.
Bro.
Too hot.
Just here. It's right there. Don't bite the fork. Just bite. Use your teeth.
She wants the whole piece.
Jesus, she took the whole piece. I'm gonna grab this one.
Well, it's done now. We can stop taking it from there and put it on the plates. We're not animals. How is it, Sarah? Thumbs up's hot though, right?
She can't talk because her mouth is full
Of meat.
of meat.
Of meat. All right. Cool. Fantastic. All right. So we'll cut back to this in a minute with this actually on a plate, nice presented and all that jazz. So we'll see you in a minute. So here we go. We now have the plate of food that we have. There's Sarah's and there's Pool's. So we're gonna back up a little bit and we're gonna let them try it. So by all means, you guys, go ahead, take a nice big bite of the chicken. Let's see how you guys enjoy it. Let's see. Okay. Nice. Yeah, thumbs up. We got a thumbs up from Sarah. Pool with the rice and the chicken combo.
Look at that.
And he dropped it. This is. Oh, let's get a nice zoom in. Oh. That's the face of pure excitement. Yep. Yep, it's pretty good, ain't it? It's pretty good. Yep. Fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and get we're gonna get myself some chicken. Oh god, I can't grab it.
Pick it up.
That's pretty good chicken. So if you guys like this, make sure you do a little, like and all that jazz. Subscribe. I don't really care at this point. YouTube's going downhill, but that's okay. We're still gonna be cooking. If you guys want to see more of this, make sure you put it in the comments below and we'll see how it goes. Take care.